We'll have to see in the way they play. Hopefully they still are able to play the best they can. They don't go out of their way to make a statement to the others.
Actually, you know what? It's more like a motivation. Because
motivation.
I mean, the way that, both players, they are good friends of mine. I mean, I don't have many friends as well in the professional scene. But again, knowing their determination, knowing that they really want to win, and adding up fuel into this rivalry, they are just going to prove themselves from time after time. So we might see great picks. We might see unpredictable ones. But again, I think these players, they're going to be 200%. Not 100%. 200% into their game.
A little bit more investment than usual this time round. Now, in terms of like the power level, if you had to like take out a page out of Dragon Ball Z, put on that scouter, and you're calculating how strong are these two teams. Who do you think is more favorable in this particular matchup?
Oh, this is gonna be tough. I think both teams, they came up. One team came up away from the qualifiers. They were the previous team, but they had to play through the qualifiers, and they made it again. So they already have their plus point, which is Team Icon, and you have a very seasoned veteran team, making with so many good players with their own individual strengths. That will be Team Geek Fam. Of course, in addition with two new players, which is Artsy and Rippo. So it's very tough. I need to see the drafting first. I'm the type of guy who sees the hero drafting now. I'm like, okay, I know which team is gonna have a little bit much advantage on paper.
Yeah, but you did make a good point here. This is like both of these teams. Geek Fam is very much like a fine wine. They're vintage. They are good the longer, and as they get old, they get better as well. However, Icon, a bit more flavor, a bit more like punch to it. Really, really strong, but they've evolved over the time. Like, could you imagine Icon in the way they're playing now in Season 2? I mean, it's a completely a more advanced team than before. It used to be a bunch of one tricks coming together and be like, hey, we're popular, we can smash people, no problem. To now where, oh, we have people like Asino who's learning different heroes from away from the tro and is performing on it, while the rest of the team allows so much flexibility. It's crazy how much this team has grown. I mean,
talking to Sino, just a shout out from him, and as another shout out I also want to do was to
your boy.
I mean, in a way, when Error from last season where he was playing the tank position, and now Error is not in the roster anymore due to personal reasons, and it's very hard to see losing him in tank. So when Sino plays this multi-role, becoming or evolving into this current state of player, stepping up, yes, and just making so much, putting in so much utilities in his fingertips at the very least to try out different stuff. And not forgetting that you have Kuja in the lineup. You can see Come to Papa, Assassin Master or Master of Assassins with that nice silky hair, lush hair. I want to see that Lancelot came on playing that, but anyhow, it's gonna be fun. I want to see these two teams just playing all out, despite the rivalry coming in from Kuja and Jeb. It's not to say that we're trying to add in fire into the field or what, but
Stoke
again,
the flames.
Yeah, this is the storyline that people are watching, right? If not, who wants to watch MPL? Who wants to watch a professional league if there is no narration towards this battle?
Oh yeah, a little bit more on the line here. Well, not to say on the line, but it's more for like that sweet rep. Sweet rep.
Of course, you still want points, also, right?
Yep. I mean, points is always great, but having that sweet street rep.
Because you're saying T, now you're saying rep. So which one is it? You
hey, whoa.
Come on.
I'm talking about T. I'm talking about that sweet gossip.
Okay. Now we're talking about rep. All right.
Yep. We're talking about rep. I mean, whoever wins this is going to be known like, I don't know who might be right this time round. But honestly, when it comes to it in terms of consistency of plays, Geek Fam play at a certain level as a team, very consistently all the time. And amongst Malaysian teams, they're considered to be one of the better ones as well. They play together a lot. Their current roster is doing pretty decent overall in a lot of these competitions where they're playing against high-level teams. They do decently well. They naturally beat the local scene as well. So when it comes down to it, Icon versus Geek Fam, I don't want to be biased about it. I feel like in terms of power level, I feel like Geek Fam has more potential. But in terms of how much I've seen in terms of time, how much Icon has grown, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I kind of want Icon to win because they've grown so much and they've evolved so much to get to this point that it's kind of hard to not give them the win.
So like in a summary, that Geek Fam, you think that is a better team, but Icon, their ceiling is unlimited. They can go. The sky's the limit, literally.
The sky is the limit as we go into the draft. Let's see how they're gonna play this out.
Your team is banning.
Gonna make sure Kuja don't get that clawed.
I mean,
is this a low blow?
I mean, the card is gone already alongside with Harif, so Geek Fam will start from the blue side. As always, blue side always gets the first pick and the first ban, alongside with Team Icon getting the remaining picks later onwards. Lunox will be banned as well, leaving Icon which hero they should ban.
Yeah, really interesting. Harif has already been banned now. They're still deciding what is left to get rid of here. And I mean, they've got a couple of options. They could decide to get rid of Grok, but they are giving away a couple of strong picks later on. I'm not too sure whether teams have started to really get into Kimmy, but looks like Grok is going to be the first ban.
So somewhat like the standard bans that we've seen in the first game where Team Bosskurr go up against EVOS Esports SG, right? A little bit of the still. So whoever is looting and put there, and of course, Jab, definitely go choose Tigreal. I dare you, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, Tigreal does have some buffs, but it's not in the meta, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, okay. I made a lot of fun about Tigreal, but based on stats of the Straits Championship that I previously casted, he's got a 75% win rate.
And he is not making fun of it.
Thank goodness! I'm sweating.
75% win rate, by the way. He's saying it. In the 5-way, he's sneaking out that one. But Kimi will be the first pick of Team Geek Fam, leaving Icon with multiple choices. Of course, who doesn't want to see Xenos? What-cha-cha-chow!
I mean,
first choice.
I mean, every single time I talk to other people about like, hey, who do you think is like, who's good in meta? I was like, I think Cho's pretty good. If you have a high ceiling cap, and who's good? I like point to Xeno. He is the man of the hour. But he will find the holes in
Minister will make his appearance for Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very surprise pick, alongside with Geek Fam's Arkai and Leomod. But then, let's not talk about Arkai and Leomod. I'm more interested to see this Minister. Now, again, Minister is one of those unique heroes that he can actually be very useful in area effect. So in terms of spacing, this guy is also somewhat playable. He's not as much as Farsa like the previous game EVOS was using, but again, he has his own benefits as well. But it's very hard, and we need to see the whole draft before we can make a conclusion.
Okay, so here's what my assumption is going to be coming into the second draft phase. Let's talk about a little bit of the second draft phase first before I touch back on it. It looks like, based on the two compositions, they've got a fighter for Geek Fam, they've got a fighter, they've got a tank already locked in. They probably want to keep up a tank for themselves. They could go for the counter pick, but it looks like they really want to mess. They really want to mess with Kuja here and don't allow him to be able to play any of the AD carries, especially carry. Making sure that that's completely out of the picture, bumping him down to something else. There are still options like Aldia, so they probably want to hold that up a little bit more. Icon, on the other hand, for their second ban, they could go for another, they could get rid of another tank, but considering that they don't have two tanks secured for themselves, unless they are dedicating both Xeno and also Mitsutar onto that tank role, it's going to be tough. It's going to be the Hellcrit though. Pretty smart. I like it. I like it a lot. Hellcrit is able to get to the backline really easily. He's able to deal a lot of damage, and I'm seeing a lot of things here. Very interesting. This is very Indonesian.
Yeah, it's very Indonesian type. I mean, you've been told that you told me that Geek Fam, they play or scrim with a lot of Indonesian teams beforehand. So
sorry, for Icon actually, because of their Hayabusa, he's extremely strong in that split push. So basically, even though you have Leomord, you just need to babysit Hayabusa until he's strong enough. One item, I mean, what's Leomord gonna do about it?
Geek Shadow Kill.
Yep, dead. He's dead. Geek Fam, on the other hand, coming in with a very standard composition here. What I do like is that Dominus has locked in that Diggy, and that's going to buy him a lot of time because, number one, if you're able to deny crowd control as much as you can, then you're able to walk out of the Mincetar all without too much to worry about. It slows you, big deal. Pop the Diggy all, I'm out of here. I'm walking right through.
You can stop a lot of crowd control, or, at least area effect, like, Ministar inside Hell as well.
Agreed.
And, Xeno's Chow, so there's a lot. But it looks like this Alice will be the last pick. I don't think I'll see... I mean, I know that Alice used to be in the meta.
Yep.
But with the recent nerfs, does she still play that pivotal role, that very important role is a tank mage style? I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes first.
We'll see how it goes. We'll talk about a little bit more, but we want to show you guys something a little bit more interesting.
Saya tujukan khas kepada Unta. Aku nak untuk MPL Season 3 ni kau main tank. Kalau kau tak main tank, aku takkan carry kau untuk rank. Saya saya boleh bermain tank. Jika Jeb juga bermain tank, jangan bermain di mid laner lah.
Well, I think now we know who is feeding in ranked games, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like both of them, they're gonna have some words to say, and yeah, we managed to find out. So it looks like, again, going back to the draft, everything in here, it's very, very, very interesting. I just want to see how these two teams just use this type of draft, especially Icon with that Ministar.
Absolutely. And personally, I'm liking Geek Fam a lot more. They've got a very consistent composition on their side. It's very hard to make this team crumble under the pressure considering what they have. The only interesting thing is that they've got Feeks. They've got Feeks onto the Kagura, who is a little awkward because they don't have a secondary tank besides Zorn. So that's going to be their second form of damage. Is it going to be enough? Hard to say, but we're just going to see as the game goes by. Kuja here, keep your eyes on him. He's got plenty of targets to assassinate.
He got plenty of targets to assassinate if he chooses his target rightly. And you can see that an early aggression coming in from Geek Fam, just denying the jungle entry, just getting whatever farm that they could, you know, try to push back. But oh, nice hook over there coming in from Scott.
Oh my God, first mistake.
Running away. Very, very close, but Kuja's got to continue onwards. And oh, looks like it's gonna be a pause. Okay.
That was
interesting.
That was paper cut.
that was very stoned a while. I mean,
that was at the worst possible time, especially considering that Hayabusa just Shadow Dash back in right on top of him. One more auto attack, he is going to die. I think there is no getting out of that.
I mean, you know, as casters, and I mean, you have a little bit of experience by play, but that was just like a potong steam moment. For those who don't know what is that, it's basically like a cut down moment instantly from there. So
just ruin the flow of it. It's like fun. It's like you're doing your work, you're having a good time, you're sorting out your data entry, you're putting out your papers away, and then you're on a roll, you're going fast, and then bam, paper cut. It's so minuscule, it's so small, but it hurts. It hurts, and it stops everything you're doing right in its track.
I was about to use the date word, like, you know, you have a good date, you was about to approach her, then she slaps you in the face, but anyhow, there is a better one, you know, a little bit more family friendly. But anyhow, what went wrong? I like the execution from Scott. That hook was really nice.
That was great. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I think Zoran, I'm not sure what his battle spell was. If it was Petrify, he probably needed to pop it way sooner before jumping out. But I don't think so here because immediately Hayabusa jumped on top of him. So the moment he's already got him tagged with the quad shadow, there's pretty much no escaping because he can go right directly on top of you, get another set of shurikens, couple of auto attacks. He might die here, and in this particular situation, he's going to die. We'll just have to see.
Correct. And I feel like Kuja played it well as well. He was just aggressive. He just wanted to kill down this Akai. Again, if he does get this kill, it's going to be first blood, extra gold and experience.
Yeah,
right?
that's huge.
So even though it's just a tank, but again, that's first blood. Very, very early to the game. So I'm going to credit that to Scott and Kuja for that early aggression on the top lane.
Scott really just blindly threw it in. I was like, oh, I got him. And it was under, it so happened to be under tower as well.
Was he in the bushes as well that time?
Yes, he was in the bushes.
You know, this reminds me of something. You know, still remember when Icon was playing, Arrow was playing Franco? So there were a lot of very skilled shots. Something like that. It was a bit of a reminiscence.
Oh, man. I used to think Franco was going to be like the hot pick.
Yeah. And
unfortunately, a lot of people just didn't want to pick him up.
Very hard hero to use.
Really
not
difficult.
Everybody can use.
Not to mention that the hitbox for the hook is so narrow.
So small.
It's so narrow.
Trust me. If you are a tank user like me, I play personally tank. I'm not sure about your role. Maybe we can let them know later on. But Franco is one of the heroes that I will not use. Second would be Johnson because I just don't know how to drive. Yeah.
Oh, you don't.
It's like my license is basically I just bought it from under the table and you know. I shouldn't say it aloud live, right, ladies and gentlemen. But anyhow, I just like the execution from there.
Yeah, really good execution overall. I personally like to play Hayabusa myself, and that kill. Let's just put yourself in his shoes. He is going to get fairly certain that he could have walked a little bit into range, and even if he did sacrifice his life to clear the way, he doesn't lose a tower. This is a fight. This is gonna be big.
Oh,
so big for them already.
Here comes the fight coming in here. It looks like Unta's gonna pop the ulti over there and it's gonna get a kill. Icon, they are able to get the advantage, but then Kiwi comes into play. Rippo is gonna spam the hack over there onto Team Icon and forcing them to go back home.
Oh, there's so many ultimates being blown by Icon there. Woo! As of right now, most of the members are starting to hit their level 4. They're going to be looking to do Turtle eventually as of right now, but Geek Fam don't have the positional advantage, so they're going to punish the top side of the map, take away as much gold and EXP from their jungle camps, slowing Icon down. But however, Icon does have a slight lead, and everybody being level 4, they want to fight.
They really want to fight. When you hit level 4, you really want to get the advantage early on. Looks like Scott's going to do another good move onto this poor Panda Warrior of Archive, but then they are not going to follow up. The rest of the members coming in a little bit too late.
Hello? Why are there so many members? Hello? Icon? Looks like they're willing to give this up. They want to take this turret down.
Oh, Kuja could not steal that, and it will give Kimi that buff and of course gold experience for the rest of the team. But then Zord! He's gonna run away! Oh,
Yo, that's not fair. What the heck?
I mean, the Panda is fat, but then he's very slippery, yo.
Fair point. But I think Icon, as of right now, they don't want to take these objectives. We don't need Turtle. We're going to break your turn. We're going to cut off the map as much as possible. We're going to be playing for these objectives a little bit bigger than you think, as most of the gold is going to be a lot higher in comparison to Turtle. Oh no, he's gonna go push him in.
Oh no, Unta, he needs to run away, unfortunately. The power just coming in from the turret and Kagura is just too much. But then I just love how Icon just rotated. Look at that. Even we cannot take the top lane, they can go in at the middle lane.
This is a good fight. This is a good fight for them, especially for Geek Fam. They're looking to close them out.
Oh, but then
get a pick.
Icon managed to run away though.
Yeah, I mean, Icon was able to get away. Akai didn't have his Hurricane Dance. He used it earlier, so he wasn't able to clip more than 2 members, even if he did go for the big engage here. But honestly, Icon is a lot more ahead than you think. They've already opened up the map quite large, as Geek Fam has only taken tier 2s. A lot of their tier 1s on the top side of the map is in full control of Icon. Here's the fight.
Here comes the fight indeed. 4 versus 4 in the hometown of Icon for tier 1 turret. Not gonna catch anyone though.
Hold up, did Scott not have his ultimate? I'm pretty sure he had his ultimate, did he not? Yes.
I'm not sure, but Zeno is able to use the Way of the Dragon. But then Diggy does pops out the ulti over here, and Scott will get caught from the Hurricane Dance. A trade kill coming in from both sides of the team. But then it looks like Team Icon, they have the upper advantage. They have more ADCs in their lineup, and Hayabusa will get the kill, and maybe more to come. Vix, he's gonna hide and hover into